Hi everybody, I'm Miss Jennifer. I'm one of your school librarians, and I'm aware that kids are looking for biographies and they're doing work on their wax figure presentations. And I wanted to make sure that you were aware that the library actually has a really nice resource to help your kids get information and ideas. So I wanted to make sure you were aware of that. I'm going to be holding up a quick card here. And I think you can just maybe take a picture of this with your phone, and that might help you. And I'll show you how that works in just a minute. I'm going to close this and I'm going to open a different window. So hold on just a minute. Okay, parents. This is the information you'll need to log on to that site. And it is launchpad.classlink.com/Talim. The username is going to be your child's email. They'll be using this year. We're going to be doing some research lessons and we'll be working more with it, but I want you to have access to this right now, so I'm going to tell you right now. For the most part, it is first name dot last name at uptownschool.ae. And the password is set the same for everyone, UTS 2018. The only time that email will vary is if there's two children with the same name in the school. But you do have to make sure that you're aware of how your child's name is spelled inside of ISAMS. I've included there my email in case you have any questions. If you have any problems with that, with logging on, you can contact me. If the email doesn't seem to be working, please do that. Okay? Now, this is when you type that in, this is the site that will come up. Now this just can't, it's not just for use at school. I'm telling you, if you guys want to work on these things at home, which you don't have to, but I know some parents have asked me, you have access to this at home. It will work through a browser on your school iPads. There is also an app that can be downloaded if you wanted to use it that way. So there's two ways to sign in. And one, if you click here, then you'll add the email that I've given you and the password, or you can use that card. Okay, I showed it to you earlier and I told you you can just take a picture of it. And it will work as simply as this. And it will log you on. When it opens, you have all of the subscriptions that our school owns for this grade level. The library maintains this website. So if you have questions, I'm a great person to ask about it. And the resource that we're going to be looking at today is the World Almanac. Now, once you've entered your child's email and the password, that's all you should have to do. You shouldn't have to sign into any of these. You should automatically have access to them. It does take a minute for ClassLink to do that for you. So you can see it says here that it's loading the application. And now it says it's making magic happen, which means it's logging you in. And you are now into the World Almanac. Now, there are some great resources inside of here, but today I'm going to skip directly to just that area on biographies. So if you click on topic, you see the biographies are here. This allows kids to find what might be an area of interest to them and to find a biography inside of those areas. And we see that it has scientists and inventors and writers and poets, artists, all sorts of things. Now I'm going to go inside of explorers, astronauts, and adventurers. And this is just a sample because all of these areas have loads of biographies inside of them. If you see these stars inside of it, it generally means that there's a little bit more information to be had inside of those. You can also filter that if your child is exclusively interested in explorers. It can be filtered so it's just the different explorers in this section. As I go down here, one of my favorite, most interesting is Ernest Shackleton. And I'm going to click inside of him. Okay. Now when we get inside, we see basically in bullet point fashion, it's giving children all of the most important information, the most relevant information about these particular explorers. And here on the side, it's laid out much like your average chapter book. And then it's telling you if you have more interested in when he was a teenager or particular expeditions, whatever, you can then look inside of those areas. One thing I do want to make sure you're all aware of is if you have a child that is struggling with some of the reading, some of the vocabulary, you can always hit the read aloud function and it will be read aloud to them.
'19th and 20th century Irish explorer who explored Antarctica. Ernest Shackleton was born on February 15, 1874 in County Kildare, Ireland.
Now, we notice that it's not a person reading. It is very mechanical. But for kids that need that support, I think that's a great, something great to know about. I'm going to end there. If you have, like I said, any questions and I can help you in any way, please reach out to me. I'm glad to help. And do remember, this is an optional. This is not an assignment for you or your child that I am giving, but this is just, if you want to work on this at home, here is some resources for you. And thank you very much.